Bramall High School in Stockport. With 1,400 hungry pupils, it takes a team of 16 catering staff to prepare the school meals every day. In 2005, the school's meal service opted out of local authority control and formed a limited company, giving it full control over menus, sourcing and budgeting. Gaynor Wolfenden is the head cook here, and Julie Binder is her assistant.
I think we try and offer a healthy variety of food to the children, and we think that this helps with the concentration. You know, we have like different things like milk bars and stuff, so we try and accommodate everybody.
They still have the processed foods and chips and stuff, and some of the kids still go for that, but they do try the healthy options, not every day, but you know, most of the time.
Most of the food is fresh, but obviously apart from the burgers, we don't have anything organic. The meat's fresh, and obviously the dairy produce and the salad vegetables and things that we have for our deli bars. It's obviously more time consuming and more expensive preparing fresh meals.
I don't think it would be possible to make all the meals out of fresh and organic foods, because I just think it would be too expensive to do so.
As part of its commitment to healthy catering, the school has decided to send Gaynor and Julie on a new course. The training kitchen in High Laver, Essex, is the UK's first specialist training kitchen for school dinner ladies and was opened in 2005. Gaynor and Julie will spend 2 days here.
I'm Jeanette Ory. Simon Owen is our training and development chef. What we want to do is enthuse you and hopefully inspire you so that when you go back, you will try different things.
Former dinner lady turned school meals advisor Jeanette Ory came up with the idea of the training kitchen after realising how poor school meals were and how little training dinner ladies were given. So after a quick introduction, it's into the kitchen and straight back to basics as Chef Simon starts with a demonstration.
This is not patronising, but I'm going to show you how to chop an onion. And that's simply because a lot of you would have had no formal training, so you might never have been shown the correct way. The secret really is about keeping the root end intact, not taking too much off the root, because that's what holds the onion together. The goals for the training kitchen really are to inspire school catering staff. I mean, we have a lot of cooks come through on the courses who've had no formal training. You know, they've gone into a job and they've worked for 2 or 3 hours a day, and suddenly they find themselves in the position of head cook, and they're doing a fantastic job with the resources they can. But what we really want to do is to show them a different way, show them how to use fresh produce, inspire them with some new recipe ideas. But you can do some fantastic food for 70p, and that's with an organic profile as well.
We've been asked to make sweet potato and lentil korma. I've not looked at the others yet. Boiled rice, minted yoghurt and cucumber, and banana loaf.
Right, olive oil Gaynor.
So, let's see how this goes. Shout with Julie.
Coriander, dried coriander, which will be a green herby.
I can't find coriander. We won't normally make this. I've never even thought of making anything like this. Have you, Julie?
Probably because you think the kids wouldn't go for it,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
I think actually a lot of people would try it, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
They always ask, every day they come and ask us, don't they, what's the main course? So they probably would try it. I've never used lentils in our kitchen.
No. This looks quite nice and smells nice, but I'm not quite sure how it's supposed to look at the end.
I'd let that thicken up a bit more just by putting it on a stronger heat.
Right.
It wants to be a little bit thicker than that.
Right, will that sweet potato fall apart though? No.
It will soften. I mean, if you cook it for too long, it will fall apart. You'll end up like soup. And as I say, the important thing is to taste. It always tastes whatever you're cooking. I won't spit it out. You want to check it for seasoning, check it, the chilli, see how spicy it is. Very nice, very nice.
Was that not clumped together now?
It doesn't.
Because we asked
for best fancy nice, didn't we? Because I know that doesn't clump together as much.
Again, it's
too
quite difficult to use as well.
Oh, right.
Expensive.
Yeah.
She said that she's too expensive.
But if that's sort of a middle price, then it's worth it, isn't it?
Yeah, if you go for anything whole grain or even for a brown rice, it's a lot easier to cook.
Normally we'd use a korma mix to make it like a chicken korma or something. We don't usually make vegetarian kormas, do we? But I think if we could when we went back, we would use that recipe. Do you, Judah?
Yeah, definitely.
Because it smells nice.
It looks nice.
Yeah, and it looks nice, yeah. We're using eggs in this banana loaf, and we're not allowed to use eggs at our school. We have to use dried eggs, but he's just said that it's all right to use eggs. I think it was something to do with the salmonella, years ago, and it's just carried on from there, really. But I think when we go back, we might see if we can use them. It's easy baking, really. I don't think it tastes the same. Is that all right? In quiches and things, you've got... Yeah, a little bit more. I found it very interesting. Have you, Julie? It has been good, hasn't it? We use the ingredients that we wouldn't normally use, like sweet potato. I'd never think of using that, would you? And different spices. We don't tend to really use a lot of spices, do we?
No, we don't. No, just mixed spices, it's like mixed herbs. That's all we use.
No, we've made a healthy banana loaf.
And we haven't made one of those, have we?
No.
So Gaynor and Julie have chopped, peeled, mashed and sliced their way through a brand new recipe. But has the fresh approach been a success?
It's beautiful.
Early morning at the training kitchen, and the ladies are already cooking. But a new approach means new challenges.
Right, we're going to make fish pie, Bugsy salad and chocolate chip cookies. It's fresh fish, isn't it? The fish is in that sink. We had a look.
No?
Go and have a look. We don't usually use fresh fish, do we? So we'll have to get him to show us how to debone it and skin it. Normally we usually like something that's breaded already or in batter.
Do many of you do fish at the moment? Anyone do fish pie? No?
Yeah.
It is a big issue in schools. One is it's so cost prohibitive. You can get cheaper cuts of meat, you can get your mince, your shoulder of lamb. Very hard to find cheap fish. I mean, smoked haddock, fresh cod, you're looking at probably £6 a kilo. It's expensive. Obviously the government guidelines coming down, they want us to get more fish on the menu, but one, we've got to pay for it, and two, we've got to get the kids to eat it, so it's a tough job.
So the fish is done, but making everything from scratch isn't easy, as they're about to find out.
Be careful when are you doing it there? Yeah, be careful when you're using this. If you're whisking. That's just the milk, is it?
Yeah, that's just the milk and the flour. And the butter.
That's not right.
It's not right.
Right, what she's done is she's melted the march and then added flour and went with some deep colour.
So it went into a little like paste, did it? Yeah. Then you added the milk.
Yeah, just added the milk. That's what it says, whisking all the time.
Someone to use the whisk.
It says whisk on here.
I know, yeah, but turn into wallpaper paste.
So what should we do then if we're making that? So if we're making that at our school, how should we do it then?
Well, if you basically you do it like this, yeah. And if it's no good, if that's no good, all you do is make like a paste, another paste you had, paste that butter and flour, and just put little blobs in there, and that'll figure the eggs is thick enough.
We've never made our own white sauce before, have we, Julie?
Yeah, we always make bechamel out of it, don't we?
So now we've got cheese sauce from scratch, Julie. Very proud. Big achievement.
In the afternoon, it's aprons off and thinking caps on, as Jeanette takes the dinner ladies through the theory of school meals, covering everything from nutritional content to government guidelines.
What I would like to see is a healthy diet. And what I've always said to my kids at St Peter's, that nothing is unhealthy, it is all about balance. That is the most important thing, yeah? Because I think the easiest way that you can frighten kids is say, you can't have that. The first thing they're going to do is have it. So a balanced diet with plenty of variety, enough energy for growth, plenty of fruit and veg, moderate amounts of dairy produce, meat and fish, and not having sugary foods and drinks too often. We're not saying you can't have them, we're saying too often. Processed food should not be reformed meat slurry. And if anybody is really interested in food, read Not on the Label, Felicity Lawrence. Your kids, nobody's children will ever eat chicken nuggets again. That book is horrendous. You can cook, you know, and if the kids don't like it, take it off the menu, and 2 months later, put it back on again. And that's how it has to be. And you just keep going and you keep going. And like I said yesterday, there will be tears, you know, and you will want to pack up, and you will think, not worth it, but they are, and they will eventually come round. So we hope we've given you ideas. And what I also say is, if you only implement one thing that you've learned today, you know, over the 2 days, we've won, we've achieved something, and you've achieved something when you take it back to your school.
So it's back to Stockport for Julie and Gaynor as they aim to implement what they've learnt. How will they fare back in their own kitchen, and how will the pupils take to the new dishes? Today's the first time Gaynor and Julie are making their new dishes at school, and they're anxious about how the pupils will react. They've put up posters around school to let everybody know what's on the menu.
Today we've made sweet potato and lentil korma, fish pie and a banana loaf, which we learnt to make at the training kitchen when we went, and we've made it all from scratch.
We really enjoyed the training kitchen, didn't we? We learnt quite a lot there. We built up our confidence there, didn't it? And we enjoyed it. We think we came away with some useful information. Making it back in our kitchen, it was easy because we knew where everything was, but we have found it quite hard work, really, haven't we?
Very time consuming.
Yeah. The rest of the catering team have really supported us, and that's enabled us to do that properly, hasn't it? Because we've known that everywhere else in the kitchen is running and working properly, so we're really pleased with them. We started to use fresh eggs instead of dried eggs, which is a lot better for the baking and things. We can make more things really now. We want to try and introduce using more healthy food and more fresh food. We're planning on changing the rice because we think it's cheap rice that we've been using. We want to try and use a better quality rice. And we've also introduced using fresh fish.
It's 12:15 and crunch time for Gaynor and Julie. Will the new meals prove popular, or will they go untouched?
Right, yes please. Can I have a Coke, please? Yeah. Please can I have fish pie, sweet potato and lentil korma?
Sweet potato and lentil korma, please. Korma and rice, please.
Fish pie, please.
Curry thing.
Fish pie, please.
Yeah, that korma thing, please. Can I have the sweet potato and lentil curry, please?
It's all gone, Julie, now.
Oh, God.
All gone. Even the lentil. Oh, yeah. Very good.
And what's the verdict?
I rate the fish pie 8 out of 10.
I rate the fish pie 10 out of 10. I'll give the korma 7 out of 10.
I give the banana loaf 10 out of 10.
We've really enjoyed making these new meals, and it's changed our outlook really, hasn't it, Julie? We've enjoyed, you know, I think we're going to enjoy cooking even more really.
Yeah.